If I were to fight Jake Paul, I would take it completely seriously like a real fight, and I'd whoop his ass, I'd beat him.
I don't think he ever gets into the ring and risks his alpha male appearance.
Jake Paul is finally set to fight Andrew Tate, and the internet is buzzing with excitement. For weeks, Jake seemed to avoid Tate like he feared real punches, but now, unsurprisingly, a massive payday has lured him in. Shocking. Not really. This fight promises to be the next big online obsession.
Seeing them square off for the first time, the internet blew up. Everyone was talking about this fight. But why? So we've got Andrew Tate, who's the most spoke about man in the world right now. He is absolutely everywhere. Then we've got this guy, Jake Paul, who is making massive moves in the boxing scene. And he is one of the most famous people in the world right now.
Meanwhile, Andrew Tate is hyping this as real boxing, and fans are eager to see Jake face a true fighter. Will this be Jake's redemption arc or the reality check he never wanted? Stay tuned. This fight is bound to be wild.
Andrew Tate steps in with that long lead hook, and it's a good shot. There it's again, that long lead hook. He hurts the guy. Ooh, blasts him to the body.
Andrew Tate, the self-proclaimed king of masculinity, has officially challenged Jake Paul, the YouTube star turned boxing provocateur, to step into the ring. Tate didn't just issue a challenge. He publicly roasted Jake during a live stream on November 17, 2024, turning it into a spectacle. Known for his sharp tongue, Tate made the call out personal, claiming Jake Paul has never faced a fight that wasn't carefully controlled. This will be different. With the confidence of someone who spent years perfecting the art of verbal takedowns, Tate's bold declaration set the stage for what's sure to be a highly anticipated showdown.
I actually quite like Jake, and I think he trains really hard.
Yeah.
And I think he's dedicated to the sport, and he's seriously actually a boxer. I don't think he's a YouTuber, I think he's a boxer.
Jake Paul wasted no time accepting Andrew Tate's challenge. Less than 24 hours later, he fired back with a response dripping in classic Jake Paul energy. Tate can't survive this match. He's only doing it for the money. The irony of a YouTuber turned boxer accusing someone else of chasing cash wasn't lost on anyone. This isn't just another fight. It's a collision of egos, brands, and bank accounts. The ultimate showdown between two self-proclaimed unstoppable forces. It promises fireworks both inside and outside the ring. Love them or hate them, the world can't look away as this clash shapes up to be 2025's most talked about event.
Fight, if you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living fuck out of a goofy, entitled dickhead like you. You know my name, Andrew Tate. Google it if you want to know more. Any day.
Let's get one thing clear. Both Andrew Tate and Jake Paul are already rolling in cash. Jake, the self-proclaimed problem child, boasts an estimated net worth of $300 million earned from his YouTube antics, social media empire, and his lucrative yet polarizing boxing career. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate sits at an even heftier $400 million. Thanks to this kickboxing success, online hustling programs, and a knack for stirring up controversy, Tate has practically turned being unlikable into a profitable business model. With fortunes this massive, the stakes for their showdown go far beyond just money. It's all about dominance.
Got to see it.
Andrew Tate will not fight Jake. And if he does, it'd be a money play. He's going to get his ass
So
kicked.
much money.
He's going to get his ass kicked, and the top G facade will finally be.
When Jake accused Andrew Tate of fighting for money, Tate predictably fired back, insisting, "I don't fight for money. This is personal. Sure, Andrew, we believe you. It's definitely not about the $100 million in projected pay-per-view revenue or the opportunity to sell more overpriced self-help courses to your devoted followers. Definitely not. On paper, though, Tate has the upper hand. With a professional kickboxing record of 76 wins and just 9 losses, he's not just a big talker, he's a proven fighter. Known for his knockout power and mastery of psychological warfare, Tate has spent years intimidating opponents before they even step into the ring. If combat sports were chess, Tate would be the guy flipping the board mid-game while delivering a smut lecture on your inferiority. He's dangerous, calculated, and relentless.
Come on, fight! Thank you. Come on, 20 seconds of work, Austin. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Come on, work. Work. Good. Work. 10 seconds. Work.
Jake Paul, undefeated in his celebrity boxing career with 8 wins and 0 losses, boasts an impressive record if you ignore the fact that most of his opponents have been retired athletes. Ex-MMA fighters and internet personalities likely motivated more by a paycheck than glory. Critics often label Jake a fake fighter, and this upcoming match is his chance to silence the doubters or give Twitter a field day if he loses. What's a good fight without some pre-match trash talk? Andrew Tate has already started throwing verbal punches, calling Jake a boy pretending to be a fighter. Let's be real, lines like that sound like something Tate practices in front of the mirror. Not one to back down, Jake fired back with his own quip. Tate is all talk. I'll shut him down in the ring. With egos clashing and tensions high, this showdown promises more drama than a reality TV finale. Will Jake prove the critics wrong or add fuel to the fire?
All you've got left is somebody like me. He'd mentioned me before, and there'll be people out there saying, oh, Carl Frost's talking about himself. He's after a payday. Listen, I'm not after a payday. I'm doing all right. There's no problems with my finances.
This back and forth isn't just entertainment, it's strategy. Andrew Tate is a master of psychological warfare, constantly looking for ways to get under his opponent's skin. On the other hand, Jake Paul thrives on being underestimated. His entire boxing career has been built on proving people wrong, so it's far too early to count him out. Both fighters are approaching this match with serious intent. Tate has reportedly overhauled his training regimen, bringing in elite boxing coaches to help adapt his kickboxing skills to a pure boxing format. For someone who has relied on kicks, knees, and elbows throughout his career, this transition is no small task. But if there's one thing Tate loves more than his Bugatti collection, it's proving people wrong. Jake Paul, meanwhile, is sticking with his proven team led by coach BJ Flores. Insiders say Jake is focused on endurance training to counter Tate's knockout power. While Jake may not be the most experienced fighter, his work ethic is undeniable, earning even some of his harshest critics grudging respect. For Jake, this fight is about respect. Despite his 8 wins and undefeated record, many still see him as a YouTuber who stumbled into boxing. Beating Andrew Tate would be his ultimate told you so moment, a chance to silence the doubters and cement his place as a legitimate fighter. However, a loss would be disastrous. Jake's brand is built on being the underdog who defies expectations. Losing would shatter that narrative, and the memes alone would be relentless. For Tate, the stakes are just as high. He's made it clear that he views celebrity boxing as a joke, and he's determined to restore honor to combat sports. A win would bolster his reputation as a versatile fighter capable of excelling across multiple disciplines. But a loss to someone who started their career filming prank videos, that would be a devastating blow to his credibility and his massive ego. The fight isn't just about punches. It's about pride, respect, and legacy. Both men have everything to gain and just as much to lose.
Lose to an old man who's retired. I live in the real fucking world, Jake. There's a whole bunch of fighters out here who live in the real fucking world. Men who are dangerous and dedicated their lives to this sport and don't have a fucking fraction of the money you have because you managed to become a fucking
Unsurprisingly, the internet is buzzing with reactions to this high-profile matchup. A recent Twitter poll revealed that 65% of fans are backing Andrew Tate, while 35% are rooting for Jake Paul. TikTok has exploded with memes, fight predictions, and training clips of both fighters. Hashtags like #TatePaul2025 and #RealBoxingReturns have already amassed over 500 million views, proving the internet's love for drama. Even celebrities are chiming in. Logan Paul, Jake's older brother, cast doubt on Tate's chances, saying he's biting off more than he can chew with Jake. Meanwhile, UFC legend Conor McGregor weighed in with a tweet. "This fight will be a circus, but I'll still watch. Boxing needs entertainment like this. Say what you will. He's not wrong."
The best boxer on the planet is? Jake Paul. Why?
I mean, who's doing it?
I mean, if Mike Tyson says, let's do this, are you down?
100%.
I'm gonna make Mike my girlfriend.
Would you
you fight Mike Tyson? Again, no, because he's now old, and it would be an absolutely tragic shame to knock out an old version of his prime self. That doesn't feel fair. Prime Tyson would have ripped me apart in a boxing match, so to beat him when he's past his prime just feels dishonorable, and I'd feel dirty for doing that. So there's no amount of money on the planet that could convince me to fight.
Unsurprisingly, the internet is buzzing with reactions to this high-profile matchup. A recent Twitter poll revealed that 65% of fans are backing Andrew Tate, while 35% are rooting for Jake Paul. TikTok has exploded with memes, fight predictions, and training clips of both fighters. Hashtags like hashtag #TatePaul2025 and hashtag RealBoxingReturns have already amassed over 500 million views, proving the internet's love for drama. Even celebrities are chiming in. Logan Paul, Jake's older brother, cast doubt on Tate's chances, saying he's biting off more than he can chew with Jake. Meanwhile, UFC legend Conor McGregor weighed in with a tweet. "This fight will be a circus, but I'll still watch. Boxing needs entertainment like this. Say what you will." He's not wrong.
Obviously, Andrew Tate can fight. He is a hard man. He's in great shape, and he's just got that stubbornness about him where I think he's a right hard.
Though not officially confirmed, insiders are buzzing about a potential March 2025 date for the fight, with the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas as the likely venue. And honestly, where else could such a spectacle take place? Vegas, with its bright lights, big personalities, and even bigger paychecks, is the perfect backdrop for this absurd showdown. It's a marketing dream. As for the fight itself, who has the edge? Andrew Tate brings knockout power, experience, and a knack for psychological warfare, making him a tough opponent. However, Jake Paul's youth, stamina, and relentless work ethic should not be overlooked. If the fight goes the distance, Jake could have the upper hand, as his training has focused on endurance. But if Tate lands one of his signature power shots early, it could be over quickly. In the end, it's anyone's game.
She quite like Jake. And I think he trains really hard.
Yeah.
And I think he's dedicated to the sport, and he's seriously actually a boxer. I don't think he's a YouTuber. I think he's a boxer.
Love them or hate them, Andrew Tate and Jake Paul have captured the world's attention. This fight isn't just about boxing. It's a cultural phenomenon centered on money, pride, and proving who's the bigger alpha. One thing's for sure, when these two step into the ring, the world will be watching. So, who are you betting on? Tate's calculated brutality or Jake's relentless determination? Either way, get ready for one hell of a show. March 2025 can't come soon enough.